So what's up everybody, we're back with another video. Live stream, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell notifications on. I showed you on top yesterday, as you know. Today we brought up this Summer Legends pack. This one's got two edits. Hood off, hood up. There's this thing. There's skins and unskins. What is on glasses up? Hat on, hat off. Yeah, that's one. So yeah. There's a live stream that's about a live event that's about to drop down in Party Royale. So I suggest I should just go into Party Royale for the live event. Well, it starts at 7 o'clock, so I'm not sure yet. But there's a live event in Party Royale. So I said this once, but don't forget, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn the bell notifications on. Alright, so I'm gonna get into the game and then we'll get ready for the live event going down in Party Royale. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell notifications on. And that's all I'm in this setting. I'm on a new setting, so we'll see if I'm good with it. Let's see who's good with it, So if he's good with it. I hope people are in here. Oh yeah. Still don't want to get this game over with quickly. Maybe die first. I don't know. because I want to get into party royale before 72 live event. Try and get a dub before party royale. Finally. See if that kid's still around here. I've never seen a kid. So I'll see it. We'll be going into party royale shortly. There's a live event that's about to drop. Very shortly, the live event and party royale will drop down, so we will be able to watch it. I don't know when it's gonna end, so I don't know if it's after or before the other cutscene. As I said, I'm on a new setting, so stuff is gonna be different for me on this. You've seen me play before. I might be playing differently or anything like that. If you realize I'm not as good as I was before, I'm on a new setting. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn the bell notifications on. It'll help me a lot. Let's see if we can get the bell before Party Royale starts, before the live event begins. Oh my god, I cannot hit point. We'll push Salty. Try to get this game ending quickly. A Party Royale. I hope there's people here.
Teddy.
Yo, what's up, Coffin?
You know that roleplay map I said I am finna make?
Yeah.
I made an elevator.
Nice. Ow.
And you could close the elevator doors, click the button that says which level you wanna go on, then click the button that says open doors in. Out you can click call elevator and you can use it.
Nice, bro.
You wanna see? ILL invite you.
Nah, I'll check it out later tomorrow.
After I use the bathroom. Why tomorrow?
So I'm trying to look at the live event going down in Party Royale.
But that's not right now.
It's at 7 o'clock, bro.
Why? 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 Why?
Oh, is this the contrail you were talking about for the bullseye? That said turns blue and purple.
Emoji tired face, emoji upside down face, emoji nerd face, emoji weary face, emoji face with stuck out tongue, emoji face with open mouth and cold sweat, emoji face with stuck out tongue, emoji disappointed but relieved face, emoji nerd face, emoji disappointed but relieved face, emoji weary face, emoji shushing face, emoji slightly frowning face, emoji face with cold sweat, emoji slightly frowning face, emoji face with cold sweat, emoji slightly frowning face, emoji smirk. Emoji shushing face, emoji face with open mouth and cold sweat, emoji unamused
Alright, no
face,
more
emoji
commenting
expressionless
emojis,
face,
bro.
emoji face with stuck out tongue, emoji frowning face with open mouth, emoji frowning face, emoji face with rolling eyes, emoji frowning face, emoji face with open mouth, emoji slightly frowning face, emoji sleepy, emoji confused face, emoji nauseated face, emoji face with monocle, emoji drooling face, emoji face with monocle, emoji neutral face, emoji nerd face. Emoji neutral face, emoji face with stuck out tongue and closed eyes, emoji face with hand over mouth, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji face with raised eyebrow, skipping the rest. No. That is not the contrail. Oops, stay home, buffering, elbow bump, .ap, thanks doc, good vibes, virtual you, video call, sanitizer, y'all got this, hydrate, takeout. Stay home, 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 stay
I'm taking
home.
this lady voice away because I hate it when you people don't listen, bro.
Just kidding. Suck TV.
Bro, Bro, stop calling me that, bro. Well, stop commenting that, bro. Next time I see you, bro, I'll take your face and make it orange.
It is not TD.
We'll put you in
It is
timeout if
Teddy.
you say that again.
Stupid as.
As I said, there is a live event going down in Party Royale in about like 10 minutes. So stay tuned in the stream.
Teddy us on me sucks sack. Dak.
The people just rushed me already. I want this game to end quickly in 10 minutes.
Stupid as, 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 stupid as.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna use the top to do less damage, bro. I want this game to end fast.
It is a helicloboter.
Ooh, yes, people.
Sub for subs anyone? No. Sweat. Emoji droplet, emoji droplet,
Yes!
emoji droplet, emoji
Thank you for
droplet,
killing me.
emoji droplet, emoji droplet, emoji droplet,
Stop
emoji droplet,
putting
emoji droplet.
emojis. If I see one more emoji, I'm taking that lady voice away forever. Ow!
K.
Actually, hold up.
Emoji smiling face with halo.
I bet. We have 6 more minutes till this live event thing drops.
What is the event? Five 3687. Teddy, find out what I typed.
Okay, guess who's here? I think they began. Nope, still got
Those
like...
numbers over the letters on the mobile keypad. Find the sentence I made with them.
Bro, just tell me what you wrote, bro. I don't have enough time. Time travel? I'm not doing nothing. Ooh, look what's about to drop, people. Look what he dropped. Look what he.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back. Hope y'all see it in about 3 minutes or so. So, yeah.
She put in water.
Alright. Starting 2 minutes.
1 more minute, boys and gentlemen.
2 minutes, now shut up.
T5E3DDY6IASDU7MB.
What are you writing, Kelvin? Because you're actually getting me annoyed.
Which means Teddy is dumb but you're really not okay.
So I'm not okay. I bet, Kelvin. Make sure to save this stream so then you can remember in the future.
I never said you're not okay. I said that you're not dumb, okay?
Huh? Yeah.
Bro, you literally said, which means Teddy is dumb, but you're really not okay. Oh, sorry, it's the way I read it. Teddy is dumb, but you're really not okay.
Huh?
That's the way.
What?
Hey, hey, way to go. I can rhyme like crazy. About 12 seconds left. Let's go.
Yay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh snap, oh snap, oh snap.
Mad, they high. Thinking the badge is better than having some heart. Okay, look now, look how they running. They beating white people down just to show us what's coming. Or to show us we nothing. Or to show us we only
Terrence is dumb, 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 Terrence.
Hey everybody, I'm Carrie Champion. Welcome to We the People. So today we are having a very candid conversation with athletes and artists who want to make sure that you use your voice to vote. Voting is your voice. So we have so many different issues that have happened in this country. It's really, truly unprecedented time. So I'm looking forward to these conversations. I think you'll be educated as well as entertained, but most importantly, informed. We have morethanavote.org, whenweallvote.org, and fairfight.com. Those resources are imperative as we try to change.
Emoji raised fist with dark skin tone.
Yeah, la la.
Black Lives Matter, emoji raised fist with dark skin tone.
Heavy as hell. And when you think about what needs to happen in this country in terms of change, what's the first thing that you think of?
I know.
Equality. That's pretty much the first thing that comes to mind, right? Black people need to be seen as equals in this world. You know, we had to fight just to be recognized as a full citizen in this country and not
Watch.
3/5.
The world is now seeing what we've known for so long in the culture and in the community. The one way that we can fight is obviously voting. Talk to me about what voting means to you.
I hear people all the time talking about one vote doesn't matter and that voting doesn't make a difference. If that's true, why do they work so hard to suppress the black vote? Because they understand the power of the vote. And so it's time that black people collectively also understand the power of their vote. And not just on a national level, because a lot of times we only have this conversation every 4 years. People need to be very much involved in their local politics. They need to understand who their elected officials are, where they stand on issues that affect you. You need to use your vote to either support the ones that care about you and your condition, or to elect people who do. A newer initiative that we're dealing with is educating felons, right? So in the state of Texas, if you're a felon, right, if you've been to jail or to prison, and but you're no longer on probation or parole, you have the right to register to vote. Another thing that was just brought to my attention is an initiative called Orange, which is happening not just in Houston, but all over the country. If you're in jail currently during pretrial, but you have not been convicted, like you're still in jail waiting for your day in court, you are still eligible to vote.
And you said something so key. They work so hard to hope that we stay uninformed.
Yes,
or
Falcon,
more
I did take your
importantly, to
voice out
suppress the
because
black vote.
you're sort of
If
being
you
annoying
could
with the
do
voice.
one thing with this message that we're trying to send today about how important voting is, what type of images would you like for people to understand and see when they go to these polls and vote, or when they cast their ballots?
I think the images that we've all seen, you know what I'm saying, for decades in this country, if not centuries in this country, we've seen black people oppressed, we've seen black people attacked. So every time you look back and you see those old black and white images of people of color being attacked by dogs and people of color being sprayed with hoses, that's what they were fighting for. Back then, they were just fighting for a chance to vote. People like Martin Luther King Jr., people like Malcolm X, these people died to help us be in a position to have the power that we have now, which is to be able to cast a vote and make a decision about the people that have control over our lives. So, I mean, if you in your own community need a reason to vote, look at a person like George Floyd. If the people in your city are not open to police reform, are not open to having a conversation about defunding the police, are not open to issues concerning economic equality, judicial equality, and racial equality, right? If they're scared to say Black Lives Matter, you have the power to put people in those positions who do believe that Black Lives Matter, who do believe in racial equality, economic equality, judicial equality, right? Who see us as human beings. And if the people in your community don't feel that way, vote them out. It's that simple. It's just vote them out. We don't have enough time to sit around and hope that people change their minds.
Yeah, Bumpy, you point out something so important. We have the power, and that is in our vote, and that is with our voice, and that's how we use our voice. I think of where we are right now. People say this is a particular moment, but it is a movement. It's not just a moment, it is a movement. Why, in your opinion, was it George Floyd's death? Why was that the chosen brutality for people to say, oh my God, black people are so oppressed in this country, and it is not fair?
I think it's twofold, Carrie. In so many different encounters between people of color and the police, there simply is no proof of what happened in the interaction. And so what happens is, in a court of law, it tends to lean towards the policeman's point of view, right? In this case, we saw very clearly what happened. I think the other thing is due to the fact that everyone was at home, basically, during this time period in relation to the coronavirus. You couldn't avoid it, right? It was on every television station. It was on every social media platform. Everywhere you turn, you were constantly hit upside the head with this message. You see in the interaction that this man did nothing to deserve what happened.
That's right. That's so well said, because if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't worth it, and he didn't have to lose his life. I think that we touched on something that a lot of people talk about, and that is now defunding the police. That has been such a huge conversation, but there's so many misconceptions around defunding and dismantling. If you will, educate the audience.
All right, so most people, when they hear the term defund the police, they tend to think of, oh, they're going to take away our police department. Nothing could be further from the point. Defunding the police means that in certain communities, even Houston, take for example, we had over $1 billion allocated to our police force. Now, what is that money being used for? Some of that money tends to be allocated towards riot shields, right? Pepper spray, right? That kind of thing. That's only used against the people that fund this budget, right? So why would the people want to supply the police with the means to oppress them? If the police are concerned about the situations in certain communities with a higher crime rate, well, higher crime rates tend to happen in communities where there's not employment opportunities, right? There's not a lot of social services, and people are going to do what they need to do to take care of themselves and their families. When the community has more opportunities for employment, more opportunities for upward mobility, then they tend to be less of a strain on the government. They tend to have a lower crime rate. And because of that, we'll have less need for the police in those communities.
You are passionate about so many different things in terms of making sure that we are holding our leaders accountable. Talk to me about some of the other projects that you're working on.
Well, right now, obviously, being a part of More Than a Vote is essential. We're dealing with primaries in this country right now. And we just want to educate people. We want to inform people because people are tired, they're angry, they're concerned, and they want information and they want action. And so we want to make sure that we give them the right information and lead them in the right direction. And we thank the people that do not look like us for standing with us right now, because it's very important that people who aren't Black be involved, because if Black people could have gotten rid of racism, we would have done it hundreds of years ago. And so I'm trying to use my voice and my platform just to let people know that if they feel like I do, there's a number of places they can go to enact change in their community. People need to know about how their city council runs. They need to know that they have the ability to speak when city council meets, to let them know that that's not the way that they feel their city needs to be run. Those are not the places that they feel the money of their community needs to be allocated.
And Bubby, even a step further, they can run for office in their local community. They can run for positions. Like, people act like they leave it up to somebody else. If you're upset, it's not hard to get on the school board. It's not hard to be a part of the city council. It really isn't.
I just remember
depending on how
you
smart
put
the
an
town is, you can
emote.
be a mayor. It's the
I
power
was
is
trying to
with
emote
the people, and we need
and
to
show
just know
that
that
kid.
that's happening.
Absolutely. And it's always been with the people. You know, if you look at Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton, right? She felt that there was a system of racism and a system of oppression that led to her son's death. And so what did she do? She ran for city council, and she was elected city council. Our own former president, 44, Barack Obama, right, started in the community as an activist, ran for an elected position, became senator, ran for another elected position, and became president of the United States. So don't think that you can't make a difference.
This kid's trying to get on
You
my
don't need
screen.
a lot of money. You don't need a lot of power. Your voice is enough to make a difference.
Amen. I feel like I need to go out and run for something. You gave me a rousing speech there, sir. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this. When I talk to my brothers, I have to ask you, as a Black man, how are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I have a very strong relationship with God, so prayer definitely works for me. I have children and grandchildren who are watching me, who are encouraged by what I do, and they're proud of me right now, you know, and that's really what matters, you know. The change starts at home, you know, so as long as you have a support system that believes in what you're doing and supports you in what you're doing, you have everything you need to go out there and fight the good fight. And for those that don't, there's a community of people here to help you. So you can go to places like morethanavote.org. There are many different places that will encourage you, inform you, and they will put you with groups of people that feel like you, that are ready to take action. So no one has to go about this alone if they want to do it.
Yeah, we're stronger together. People have been saying it, but that has much more meaning now that we are in our movement, not just this moment. Bumby, it has been an education, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Keep fighting.
Keep up the good fight.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Well,
Black Lives Matter.
So our next guest, I have to admit, I'm a fan, but there are so many different people that we could talk to, and I thought it was so imperative that we speak with her. You know her as Molly on the huge, successful show Insecure, HBO's Insecure. She also has a comedy special highlighting her Nigerian roots, and she's an amazing podcaster. Let's welcome in Yvonne Orji, everyone. You have such a beautiful way of making things funny, giving us our medicine with some candy, right? The humor and the healing. You bring all of that to your space. And right now, as you look across this country and how everyone is so broken
Yo, what
and
up,
so
Calvin?
upset, if it's not social injustice, it's the pandemic, it's depression, it's unemployment, the list goes on and on. How are you doing?
I'll be back in like a few minutes. I have to go get
You
something.
know, I'm rediscovering self in a way I that is hard but necessary, that will lead to ultimate joy. I know it sounds like a lot, but no, I think I personally think that God put all of us on a global timeout. Like we just, America hasn't done as good as other people when it comes to timeouts, because everyone else is out playing at recess, and we're still in the principal's office hoping and wishing we can come out. But I think that if we settle into the timeout and really learn the lesson that we're supposed to learn from this season, I think we'll emerge better. We'll learn how to play well with others in more ways than one. And so personally for me, I'm taking this time to learn me in a new way. I feel like I'm being ushered into a new season, and I'm getting still, because sometimes the busy uh, confounds the work that we're supposed to actually be doing. We're busy doing other stuff, but we got work that we need to do on the inside. And I'm leaning into it. I'm like, dang, I thought I was gonna be able to rest like everybody else. And God's like, nah, we got work to do.
You know what? And I think that's what everybody is saying about 2020. It's demanding that we be better. And you said it's a global timeout. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's like everyone sit down, be humble, to quote the great prophet Kendrick Lamar. Uh, but like, no, seriously, sit down and let's reevaluate some things. Let us unearth and shake up the things that we have been trying to hide within ourselves, within our nation. I think America is going through an unraveling right now, a much needed, a much necessary one, and I think all eyes on us, right? There is no, oh, I was on the subway for an hour, so I didn't miss that thing that happened. No, everybody was home. Everybody, was watching when George Floyd died, and everybody, no one could hide it. Everyone was watching when Amy Cooper called the cops. Like, this is a time where it's like, oh, we can't pretend it away. We can't excuse it away. No, 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 no. It's a global timeout. Sit down, watch, and let's learn. And globally, it's like, hey, we were going business as usual, but it ain't usual no more. Like that's old. Anytime change occurs, it's very uncomfortable. And so right now we're sitting with we're getting we're getting comfortable with the uncomfortable.
The minorities, we've been comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that to me explains just the existence for whatever we want to do, how we break into our careers, how we live our lives, how we find ourselves one of the few or one of the first. And that's a lonely road. When you look at, and when you talk about this global timeout, everybody had to pay attention to Amy Cooper, everyone had to pay attention to George Floyd. How is that helping us as a people, as a country, during our global timeout?
I think, well, one, we're not minorities, Carrie. You already know it. It's like these labels that they put on us. It's like the same way of saying like black on black violence. Also, there's no white on white violence. It's branding,
Yeah,
right?
right.
It's all
Yeah,
branding.
you're right. You're
And it's
right.
like white people kill white people every single day. So no, there is no black on black violence. And if you say black on black violence, well then let's brand white on white violence. Like I watch Investigation Discovery. Ain't too many of us being featured. so, I just even like, but to answer your question, what does that do? I think what everyone expected is what has happened in the past when the world was still open, right? In that, okay, you had everyone, from Trayvon Martin to Castillo to Sandra Bland, you had all of these lives lost, and black people made some noise. We rioted, we got out in the streets, we started the Black Lives Matter movement, all of those things. And then white people kind of just like, oh, let's give them something. or and then it's just like, is it over? It's like Oscar's so black. Okay, okay, good. We gave some Oscars. Are we good now? Like, are we even? You know, and it's now it's just like, oh no, 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 no. This is not about like a band-aid. It's like, yo, we might have to amputate the leg a little bit, but it's all right because we're gonna by amputating the leg, we're gonna save the body. And so I think that's what's happening now. Like America is realizing like, oh, black people aren't just making a little bit of noise. Like the protests are still out, the conversations are still being had, the change is still being demanded, and I think they're seeing, oh, this is not going no way, and no, it's not, because we need systematic change.
What a beautiful way to explore what is happening and describe our country. We might have to amputate the leg, but that's to save the body. That's what's happening right now. That's beautiful, Yvonne. The way that we do that, we use our voice. And more than ever, we understand that it's not just about voting every 4 years for the man in office. It's about your local elections. It's about the mayor. It is about the district attorney, the people who have the power to bring charges against police if police brutality is an issue
Yo,
in your
what's up,
community. If you
Mario?
care about your school district, you can run for the school board.
Make sure
I
to hit
ask
the
this
sub
of you,
button.
right? Your parents
Make sure
are from
to
Nigeria.
subscribe to the
You
channel.
are Nigerian.
Turn the
You
bell
talk about
notifications
that
on.
very lovingly. What does voting
And hit
mean
the like
for
button.
you?
You know, I think
Hit the
voting is
like button.
power. I
Subscribe to the channel
remember
with
when
post
I
notifications
became a
on.
naturalized citizen back in the 90s, when because I was still a minor, my mom naturalized, and so we were able to do it under her. And just even that power of like, we are American citizens
Hi.
and all the access that we have by being citizens. One of those
What's up
accesses
outside,
and those
bro?
access to power being
Make
voting.
sure to hit the
It's a
like button.
big
Subscribe
deal.
to the
It's
channel
a big deal
and
because
turn
not only
notifications
are
on.
we do we have the opportunity to
That'll
be
help me a
in this
lot.
country, but now
I'd
we can be
appreciate it.
of the country. We can be
Hello.
of the systems. We can be of the rules. We can be of what it actually affords. But I think going back to your earlier comment about just the setup of systems, I think we are done a
I am
disservice
watching
either
the
in
event right
schools
now
or
too.
whatever it is. And I'm not putting teachers on blast. I think teachers
Alright,
do a
cool,
phenomenal
cool.
job, but for some
Wait,
reason,
you
we
might
do
be in my
not. And give them all the
matchmaking, but you
grace.
might not be.
I know too many parents
Emoji
feel
thumbs
like
up.
I might.
But make sure
This
to hit
child of mine, I do love
the
him, but
subscribe button,
hey, who?
turn notifications on with post.
You
Hit the
understand?
like button, subscribe to the channel with post
And
notifications
I
on.
do think that there's a disservice done because, again, when we talk about this, to your point, we talk about every 4 years. It's important to vote for the presidency. We don't realize, like, oh snap, we actually can vote about like how much our libraries get. It's like small things like that, but they make a big difference.
When you think of voter suppression in this country, what does it look like for you?
It's the systems. When we talk about voter suppression, we also talk about systematic racism, right? It's all the systems that set up, and we've normalized. Okay, maybe your job will give you a half day, or maybe you'll be able to get this luxury. It shouldn't be a luxury. It should be built into the system. It should be built into the fabric of how we vote. But maybe you'll be able to get this luxury in order to enable you to go vote. Think about everything disenfranchised, marginalized Black person has to endure in a day. So in a day, you need to get to work. If something happens to your car, if something happens to your child
Bye.
care, if something happens to, there's so many factors along the way that can send you into a tailspin as an American. And then you add on as a person of color. If you're just trying to get to vote and you already have to go through all of these hurdles and hoops in your everyday life, imagine the one day when your voice really is supposed to matter the most in this country. But then you also see all the times that you tried to have your voice matter and then it's been shut down, repressed, told it doesn't matter. And then you're kind of like, what's the point?
How do we keep hope though? If I'm watching this right now, I want to I how do we as a people stay hopeful? How do we believe in the promise that these quote unquote forefathers have given us?
Because have you met Black people? By default, like hope is infused in our DNA. Like you know what I'm saying? Like by default, like if we haven't been broken now through, be it through
You're right.
slavery, through
Give it to me. Give
capitalism,
it to me.
through
Give it to me.
colonization, through
Yeah,
segregation,
you're right.
through I mean, listen, black the history of Black people in this country is at one point we were 3/5 the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That was a written law. And look at us now. We are whole. We are Black Girl Magic. We are Black Boy Joy. We are, you know what I'm saying? What I think about in terms of giving us hope, right? We're making a lot of people nervous right now, Carrie. We're making a lot of people nervous right now because they're like, dang, we put all these obstacles in their way, and these jokers are resilient. But that should give us hope. That should give us hope that, like, we can't stop, won't stop. I mean, I went to the school of Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag, Harlem shaking it right now. Can't stop, won't stop. I think that's our motto. We can't stop voting and we won't stop voting. We can't stop marching and we won't stop marching. We can't stop thriving and we won't stop thriving.
To that end, because you led me directly there, I've been asking everyone who's appeared on this platform, what does activism look like? And I feel like back in the day, we had an idea. Yes, it is marching. Yes, it is protesting. Yes, it is speaking out against things that we feel are not right or unjust. But talk to me about what activism looks like for Yvonne Orji.
Listen, activism, I think the beauty of activism is that it has many faces, right? You're going to have the people on the front lines. Like, you know what? Martin Luther King marched, but there were a lot of women who were in the homes like, hey, BT Dubs, when they come back, this is how we support all the people who are marching on the front lines. And we're going to be here doing what we know to do best here. And you know what? Somebody needs to bail them out of jail so now we need to be in the community, getting money or whatever it is. So it's like everybody
Yo,
has
what's
a
up,
position to
people?
play. And so
We're
play your
getting a
position
lot
like
of
a
new
shortstop,
people in
right?
the shit.
So whoever
We're
you
getting
are
a
and
lot of
whatever
new
you
people in the
do, play
scene.
your position. So
Make sure to
activism
hit the
could
like
look
button,
like, you know
subscribe
what,
to the channel with post
I'm not
notifications
the
on.
one that's built to be
I
on
would
the front
appreciate
line, but
it
you
a
know
lot.
what?
I
My
do
pocket's so
add
deep,
subs.
so I'm gonna support the people on the front line. You
I
know,
do
I'm a
like to play
comedian.
with them too.
Black joy is a form of
And I
activism.
could
There's
gift you.
always a call for entertainers or celebrities who have
But
a
if you would
platform to
like a
do
gift,
something.
you'd
Why aren't you
have to
speaking
be
out?
a
I'm not a
subscriber.
believer
I
in
am
people
not
sitting in
typing
chairs
BC, I
all
am
day.
watching
You can
event.
be an activist and be activated in different ways. But talk to me about the connection. Talk to me about the marginalization in your world and how you
Hey
feel
Ted,
like
sorry, had a
it
lot to
even
do.
inspires you to say more and
It's
use
cool
your
now.
platform to do more.
Beneath the surface of what we
Make
do,
sure to
like
hit the like
Nash
button,
says,
subscribe to the
it's
channel if you're new, and turn
the who,
post notifications
right?
on.
The who is the person who's going to be like, hey, let
I
me call
like
this
this
out.
stream.
Either blind racism in terms
Thank you,
overt
Shadow.
racism in terms of ways that we can be better, in terms of ways that we can actually be more uplifting to the community that you may not even realize that you're serving.
Before I let you go, talk
Same.
to me about the urgency, in your opinion, for people to vote, our people to
Hi.
get out and vote
What's
this
up,
coming
Ben?
elections.
Yeah, I mean, guys, 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 if you think you're
It is
tired
peaceful and
now,
quiet.
I'm telling you right now, we cannot take this
Thanks
damage.
for
We can't
liking the
take this
stream,
filthy. I
guys.
understand
Emoji
that it
thumbs
may
up.
be hard to figure out who to vote for,
Bin like and sub.
but at the end of the day, we
Alright,
got to
good
vote
luck.
for our families.
Like,
We got to
sub,
vote
and
for our
turn bells
legacies.
on.
We got to vote for continued progress. We have to vote
Shadow, yes.
for upward mobility. We have to vote for equality in a way that is long
I add
lasting.
play and gift
And if
subs
we succeeded
sometimes.
before, we can do it again. We talk about the hope.
We gotta
This
vote,
is the
guys.
time. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to pretend away that we haven't made progress. We have. There's still much more to be done. And you know what? We might have to get to a point where we pass the baton to our children and our children's children, but
Yay.
we still have work to do now
What
in
is
that
the vote?
generation.
Yvonne Orji, you are everything. You are
Yes, queen.
Molly, but you are not Molly, but I love you so much as Molly on HBO's Insecure. You are an
It
amazing
doesn't.
podcaster, Jesus and Jola. Shout out to Lovey. And then we also have
I
movies.
don't
Like you have
know.
the world. You're
Do I
a
need to
model.
watch the full
Oh, so
event?
wait, don't let me forget your hugely successful stand-up comedy special on
I
HBO.
am
Girl,
making a
you
creative
do it
map
all, and
already.
I am so grateful. You are truly the dream, not just the American dream.
Oh.
You're the black girl, brown girl, do it all dream, the immigrant dream, everything. You're a
This
beautiful,
elevator
beautiful
is so
soul.
hard to
I really,
make.
really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yvonne Orji, ladies and gentlemen,
You
nothing but the
do
best
not
and
have to watch the
excellence
entire
personified.
event
Thank you so much.
on my stream.
I
It's
love you so
fine.
much, Mama. Mwah.
Most people are already watching it, but I'd appreciate it if you like,
Mommy.
sub with post notifications on.
Yeah, la.
What's the free
So
emote?
Atlanta has been one of the hotbeds in terms of political unrest and social injustice.
I don't
We've seen
remember
so
what the
much
free
happen in
emote
that
is.
city,
Wait,
and we've
I
also
remember there
seen so
was,
much come from that city,
but
including one of our
I
very
don't
The
own
free
remember when it's
emote is the
coming
founding
up.
verb
fathers
emote.
of the civil rights movement. That's Martin Luther King Jr. But right now, we want to welcome in
Boom.
someone who has used his
I don't
platform
know.
to talk about what we
MHM.
need to talk about racial injustice and how he's trying to help. Atlanta's very own Russ joins us now.
Right now, I can't do no emote
Verb.
Russ,
because
I'm not
I
going to
got it
they don't want
yesterday
any
while
kind of
some of my
playing.
favorite
disrespect.
songs were that I love you to repeat on yours. We're going to get to the topic at hand. So,
Amazing.
we got to talk about recently you did an interview
Same.
where you shared your outlook on culture and music. And you also were very candid about the fact that you have a privilege and that it's necessary for you to give back. Tell everybody about what that meant.
Remember,
Same
guys,
here.
Like it's
hit the
very
like button,
obvious I'm
subscribe
white
to the channel,
and
and
I'm
turn
in
post
black culture and
notifications
I'm
You
on.
guys
benefiting
seem
financially
cool.
off of it. So I feel like if you're a white person financially benefiting off of black
Hi.
culture, you have to
Hi.
put finances back into black culture. It's just that simple. The
Hi.
screenshots
Hi.
with your feelings, it just comes
Hi.
off like fake empathy because it comes off
You too.
very dismissive and very oh, that sucks for y'all. But anyway, back to what I
Yes,
was
I
doing.
am a cool
Have you
kid.
felt that way always, or is it now because of the
Bro,
time that we're
No
Kelvin,
in
I
in this
spamming.
just
country?
told him not to spam.
I've always
You
had the
didn't
feeling.
have to
I
do
think
that, bro.
now
But it doesn't even
Please
matter.
it's
don't
I'm barely
obviously
spam.
even
elevated.
watching it.
It's a new
Wait, are you watching it?
level and there's new,
Alright.
it's
Thanks, mod.
to the point now where you can't, first of all, you can't not say anything. Second of all, though, I
I don't
just
like
think saying
spammers
something
either.
isn't enough
I
anymore.
like it
I
chill, bro.
think, if you have the
No.
ability to put money
This
back
guy like
into
sitting
a
next to
culture
me,
that
bro.
you're financially benefiting
Problem.
from, have the
Like
ability
if
to, you
somebody on the
should.
street.
It's interesting
Say
that
one
you
away,
talk about it
one
in
away,
that way
someone.
because some people
No.
do believe that
Go
silence is the best way to go because it's hard to talk race, especially if you're white and you're in black culture. People just feel as if they can't talk about it. They feel awkward. They feel as if they don't have the privilege or the voice or the words. How do you
If
find
you
yourself
guys
right
stay
now
in
in
every
terms of
stream and help
you're
out, you
actually
might
people
have a
who want
chance
to
to
talk
get
to you
mod.
about social injustice, police
That is
brutality,
true.
what's going on in this country right now?
Well, first of all, picking and
Who
choosing
you
whether you
guys
want to be
voting
silent
for?
or not
Oh
about
cool.
race, that's a privilege in and of itself. But
Okay.
no, I mean,
I
I
don't
try to
know.
just do my best to
Neither do I don't even know.
listen to the black people around me and the educated black people I have in my life. So I
I
do my
believe you
best to
guys would be good
not
mods.
act like I have all the answers
Yeah, same.
for everything, especially in a culture that I'm not from. But that's why
But
when
if
we
you would
decided
like
to
mods, make
raise the
sure to hit
money
the like button,
um,
subscribe to the channel,
for
and
Black
post
Lives Matter
notifications on too, bro.
organization, when we
Moving
raised
ending in 2 minutes.
500,000, we got on the phone with some of the women who started Black Lives Matter. I got on the phone with Tamika Mallory. I was on the phone with Karen Civil and talking with my friends to make sure the money went to like the correct places, and people who really need it. It's just about listening. That's
Well,
all. It's about listening.
let's talk about that for a moment because the way
Well, I
I
don't
think of
know either,
activism
but
for
I do
me
know not voting
looks very
Trump.
differently. It's not necessarily just protesting
Oh
over black
yeah,
lives. I think
for
that's great.
president,
But
yeah.
what
I
about
don't think anyone's gonna
being
vote
an
for
activist
Trump.
in the way in which you have decided to be one?
No
What
offense though.
inspired you? What did it look like? You said you raised money for Black Lives Matter. What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
Walk us through everything that you did and how you find
Oh,
yourself
for
in this
president.
moment right now.
So for me,
Yeah,
it was 3 years
that's
ago.
what
I had
Adam
like
MHM.
told.
a string of festivals, and I decided that I was going to wear T-shirts with
What
a
is
message on them because
Cardi
I figured,
moving in 50
what better,
seconds for?
what better time to
I'm
use a
confused.
platform than in front of a bunch of people. So one of the T-shirts I
Alright,
wore
whatever. We'll
was,
see in a sec.
if you want to change the
But I just
system,
love how my ping
speak up,
is
white
like a
silence is
one digit.
pro-racism, the whole thing.
Or
And
sometimes
it didn't
like
really
10.
it kind of got swept under the rug back then. But when all this stuff started happening again, and it's been happening with police
Definitely not
brutality
Trump.
against innocent black people, I was like, man,
Exactly,
I'm not the
bro.
biggest artist
Definitely
in the
not him.
world, and I certainly don't have the most white fans in the world, but
Bro, you people
I
are
got a
chill,
good
bro.
amount of people
I
that
like
I
you
can
people.
definitely mobilize and turn into some money. And I know they're down for the cause because it's merch, it's a good thing. And I've always been outspoken anyway. And so how am I going to be in black culture and not be outspoken about racism?
And
Bro,
then I
get
got to
your
ask you
butt
this
out of
because you
my
grew up in Atlanta,
vision.
so that gives you a heads up, depending for so many people, because you're in the crux of that beautiful black city where there are so many wonderful black leaders, home of so much great
Bro,
music,
what is
things
this?
that speak to our culture
Oh,
right now,
it ended for you.
and we
He is
are
a
really,
Gawaiic
really
hot.
getting our
Bro, what
word
is
out, especially
this?
with this platform today, and saying
Mhm.
that we must
Oh
use
my
our
god.
voice to vote.
In
Talk to
back.
me about what the importance of voting for you in this upcoming election.
Yeah, so full transparency, I had never voted before. Ever.
Mine is still going.
And because I was one of those people who was like, my
Yeah,
vote
for some
doesn't matter,
reason
and
it's saying that
and
my party has
I don't know.
40 up or something.
That
Looks
guy's
like I
tough,
gotta go
Teddy.
back in. I know that stuff, Calvin. Yes. I'm just confused why I did that. I don't even know why I did that. It's doing the same for you. I feel like it's doing it for everybody.
Yeah, because it really is too long.
I don't even know. It's about to be like 30 minutes of this thing.
If you guys would like to add the creator or me, his epic is Say Your Teddy and mine's is Holla YT. But yeah, it happened to me.
Yeah, it's happening to everybody.
Nah,
guys.
mine is still going.
Yours is still going? It might happen to you sooner.
Try XX Holla YT.
My epic is Firefox_YT_.
XX Holla YTXX. That is mine's.
I'm about to switch my name to my YouTube channel. Pretty soon. I feel like it's happening to everybody. I don't know. There's a bunch of people.
I saw nothing on your TikTok. Lol, you added speech on.
Raising money, whether it's voting or all the above, we got to do something, and
Alright.
And
this time I gotta stay put and I'm not moving.
I'm ashamed that it took that for me to be like, I need to raise money and I need to vote. It's a shame, and it just, I guess it snapped a bunch of people out of it. And even if you were vocal and whatnot, it's time to actually put your money where your mouth is. It's time to go vote. It's time to just stop talking about it and be about it. And it's been time for that, but like I said, I'm it took me this long to actually really be about it, but no.
So Russ, we all know that this is going to be your first time voting. Tell me what that experience is going to be like for you in terms of what you're excited about.
You're not accepting friends' requests.
It's gonna let me know that I'm
Sado and it's outside, bro. What is your Fortnite epic name?
And I'm actually
and my epic Dante work.
I'm being about it because for so long, and I know I'm not alone with this, but standing on the outside and just screaming about this and that and this should change.
What is your first ever Fortnite name?
And so I'm,
Tell
I
me
know
it.
It's gonna feel good to know that I played a small role, and that's the problem. I think the mentality.
Oh yeah,
of
I'm
like,
not accepting friend requests.
My vote doesn't matter. It needs to be changed to my vote.
Oh no, I'm
albeit
accepting
small,
friend requests.
Does matter. It's a role I'm playing, and if I play my part and you play your part and he and she plays their part, then we make a difference. But it'll feel. I have a feeling it's gonna feel very, very bigger than me. I mean, I think when you realize that
everyone new on the stream, make sure to hit the like button.
Feels better than receiving. That's when you start wanting to do your part.
Sub for sub.
Voting is an easy way to give.
Yeah. To whom much is given, much is required, and you've been given a huge platform. We are so grateful for Russ. Philanthropist, artist,
y'all want my epic? I just commented.
My user is Jacob09 if you want to friend me. Firefox YT. I am on Fortnite, by the way. Yes, I finally made the elevator after 2 hours, yes.
Cities like Atlanta and Chicago have been at the forefront of the discussions, especially now in this country when we're talking about COVID-19 and systemic racism as well as police brutality and what we can do in this country. Again, we're continuing our conversation, letting you know that your voice is your vote and your vote is your voice. We can change where we are in this country. Currently, I'd like to welcome in Chicago Cubs right fielder Jason Hayward. I appreciate you. I brought in Atlanta and Chicago because I know you grew up in
Who wants to try my elevator?
Atlanta, more specifically McDonough.
Okay, we'll try it out after this.
And you have been
and we will be seeing the other shop too.
This entire time in terms of what our country's been experiencing.
Y'all want to add me
Let's
my
look at the
epic
past month
Tato-chan.
and a half,
in
if
the
you will.
comment
What has
section.
been
I
the
will
hardest thing
comment
for you to
my
deal with?
epic
The
again.
hardest thing for
If
me
you
to
ever
deal
want
with,
to add me,
Carrie,
you could add
this
me.
last month has just been going from the virus shutting everything
Firefox
down
YT.
to us being called to action. We've had multiple police brutality situations. We've had people protesting, wanting to get the message out. But I really realized that I need to be a part of the positive message and make sure that doesn't get lost in all the chaos going on, for people to actually hear from a reasonable, respectable person who cares about everyone involved.
A reasonable, respectable person who cares about everyone involved, which leads us to more than a vote. Black athletes and artists, you are a part of that. Talk to me about why that's important for you right now on this be a part of that collective.
To me personally, it's important to be a part of that because I've somewhat used baseball and my craft as an excuse to
Badass
not
your
get more
epic.
involved in voting. But I can't any longer use baseball and work as an
Shadow.
excuse not to get educated and not also to show people like at any moment in time, any walk of life, we can make a difference.
So
It's the biggest athlete right now.
I'm sorry, I had to take the
Speaking up and
woman's voice away.
recognize for everyone.
I'll turn it
I
back
think
on
this is the
later.
first time people see and hear from us. So now we have white teammates, we have other people speaking up and realizing, okay, like this is how we go about doing this. And to me, right now, social media, athletes speaking up, entertainers speaking up, like we're trying to do with more than a vote.
you said something I thought was so key because covering sports for so long, I know that it's tough for black players specifically in Major League Baseball to talk about how they feel. Adam Jones did it in a very eloquent way early on, but there are very few that are vocal. You said you all were afraid. Why use that word and why were you afraid?
You was afraid because in 2019 there were 68 of us total, and there are 38 teams. There's 25-man roster on each team. There's a 40-man roster, which is on each team as well. And there aren't many of us. So we're outnumbered in that sense, but not always in a negative way when it comes to our teammates and our clubhouses. But to get to this point, you have to move a certain way. You got to be careful what you say. You can't ruffle feathers. You can't come off in any way. Much like other black entertainers, much like yourself, probably having to live through life every day. But to get to the highest level, you got to button up. You got to be seen and not heard. So baseball is, like I said, it was time for us to try and speak up and make a difference and show it's okay to do so because we can't be quiet any longer.
That is a button up, be quiet, be seen but not heard. That is an expression that a lot of black folks can relate to in whatever aspect of professionalism that they experience, especially if they don't work for themselves. They just feel that. That is also a socialization that we have as black folks, especially like you said, if you want to get to the higher level. And for so long, I felt it bubbling right underneath the surface that so many of us who were in whatever positions we were, who had platforms, were tired of pretending and looking the other way and spending so much time making others comfortable while we were uncomfortable. Do you feel that this is the type of movement that is sustainable, or is it just for a time?
No, it takes everyone joining in on the conversation. And right now, I feel like more than ever, there is little things as possible to distract from bigger issues. And we saw on draft day, we saw our president, Theo Epstein, holding up the sign saying Black Lives Matter and wanting to include the rest of MLB in that. But now we're having those conversations as well. So I definitely think this is sustainable. And it's not always just going to be the popular thing to do. This is something that people want to get right because they know we care.
Jason, you said you think it's sustainable, that what you're seeing, especially with your colleagues in baseball, that this can be something where you're feeling more comfortable, feeling more safe to share how you feel about social injustice and police brutality. What are you doing right now in this moment with your platform to help change how we look at voting and how to educate the culture and the community about voting?
Well, first, what I'm doing, Carrie, is joining up with More Than a Vote and joining up with other athletes and entertainers to get that message out and use our platform in that sense as a group. And try to create a brand with this to make it something that's not just about the election coming, make sure that it's about people getting educated for years to come and figure out where to vote and how to vote. We've got people in different areas that cover different demographics and influence different
Kelvin, bro, you
areas of people.
can't force people to do what you want, bro. I'll take your mod away.
I feel like now, like we talked
You gotta
about,
be
is
patient.
finally the time to show people that you can use your voice in this profession. You don't have to be afraid. And
Yo,
to
what's up,
me, that can
Nehemiah?
help someone, help a kid growing up. He can see me, he can see other guys that did in the video we posted saying, hey, this is what they're standing for. They're speaking up for these things, and it's okay to want to play baseball. It's not lame. It's not something I have to be as afraid of as I was before. So I feel like that's my role in this. I have a younger brother as well. He's 24. He also plays baseball. So I've got to lead by example. I can't just
You
always
know,
come
watching
up with a good
stream,
answer that sounds good
Fortnite
on
and
TV
stuff.
when I get asked a question on, what do we need to do to make changes. So I'm joining up here to make sure that I take action and get educated myself.
He reminds me, that guy, Jason reminds me of my, him. He reminds me of my gym
Try and
teacher.
cast your vote. You have to do it by mail. You have to sign up for the absentee ballot. Then you have to get another ballot in return. They have to send it back to you. Well, for me personally, they didn't send that back until it was too late. Right? We didn't get it in the mail to the address that's an Atlanta address at my parents' house. We didn't get that in the mail until it was too late.
That guy looks just like my gym teacher, bro.
Right now, I just hear
Mr.
about them
Forts.
held in line.
He looks just like him.
Trying to
Healthy,
get off
am I
work.
not right?
We know how it is for any family, but let alone a black family in the city or in the suburbs trying to take care of the family and trying to provide for them. You try to get off work, and then you're like, wait a
Oh
minute,
my
start
god,
looking
what
at
is
the
the
clock.
default doing?
No, this is not going to happen today, right? And so I saw, Mayor Keisha Bottoms, reach out via social media to people and say, hey, I'm going to address these issues right now.
We don't know, but we're halfway done.
Cast your votes. Keep hanging in there. So to me in Georgia,
I
that's
know,
what
bro,
that
the default. Don't
Well,
speak
it's
of it,
interesting that
alright?
you even bring that up because there have been all these images, specifically from Georgia, because that's such a battleground, where you see people, especially when it came to the primaries, doing whatever it takes. And this is real life voter suppression that you're talking about. It's been happening for decades. It's not fake. What you're saying, these examples of sending you your ballot too late after the fact or shutting down the polls at 6 o'clock while people still are in line, that's a real life issue.
Wait, Nehemiah,
there needs
could
to
you
be
comment?
some type of change. And I think that what we're doing right now is fair. But the idea of voter suppression, do you think that that is well known, especially with folks, within the generation, your generation?
I think it's known in our communities, right? I don't think it's spoke on enough. I don't think there's been enough light drawn to it. Bring it to light. Let people hear about it. Let people learn about what that looks like. And get more people to say, okay, look, this is going to happen. We have to expect this, and we can no longer make the excuse. We can't say they didn't want us.
Jason, everybody knows, or it feels as if everyone knows that the time is now. America's paying attention to us. We have their eyes. We have their ears. If you look toward the future, what are you most excited about in terms of seeing a change?
I'm excited about how fast the word is traveling. The word is being spread right now. The biggest athletes, the biggest icons, biggest entertainers are doing their part. But I'm also seeing people out there on the streets doing their part. When so many things got lost, could have very easily got in the commotion when it came to protests and you saw rioting, you saw looting. People still stood their ground. People still went out there and said, look, we're doing this for the right reasons. We're going to come together. We're going to use drones. We're going to use social medias. I feel like this is a new wave of getting things done the right way and spreading the message.
You're right about that. And you're right. People are spreading the word unapologetically. We out here and doubling down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Right.
Black Lives Matter. Sing it with me. Comment down Black Lives
Hey,
Matter.
everybody, I am so excited.
Whenever we
to
have that video,
friend,
comment down Black
brother,
Lives Matter.
Family member, if you will, former colleague, NBA great, sports analyst, philanthropist. He does it all. And he's here to give us his time and his platform to talk about something that is so important, and that is voting. Everybody, welcome Jalen Rose to We the People. Talk to me about how important it is for the people who know you and love you and look up to you. Why is it so important that you use your platform to talk about voting?
Initially, we have to get past the stigma of the mental systemic racism that comes with the presidential race, governors, mayors, senators, judges. We've been conditioned to believe that our vote does not matter. So usually when we looked up at all of those races and people that were running, not only did they not look like us, we didn't believe they were there to represent our best interests. So therefore, as a collective, we didn't mobilize until Barack Obama, and we felt a sense of hope that finally our country is going to do something that we felt would never happen in our lifetime. And I remember being at the inauguration in 2008. I made sure I was there. And we voted. In 2016, we didn't vote, Carrie. We didn't vote. And so many people try to make this political. This is not political. Me telling somebody to vote is like telling somebody to pay taxes. So that's one, getting over the stigma of nobody is going to represent our best interest. And then number two, the reality is that the person that gets the most votes doesn't necessarily win the presidency. That's uncomfortable right there because that's actually what took place in 2016. The Electoral College chose the
Dang, look
president.
at that
And if you
50.
put all of their pictures up, I'm pretty sure they look a lot more like each other than they look like you and I. How
Whoa,
about that?
from this
And
point of
then the
view.
third thing, especially in urban environments, oh man, they create barriers for us, Carrie. It's like you got to jump over the fence, you got to run past the dog, you got to jump on the hood of the car. The lines is 5 hours long. You get up to the pole and they don't work. Elderly people working in the city, while they got the young people who understand technology working in the suburbs. Like these are all systematic things that try to discourage us from voting. And then finally, we don't have a day off to vote. We need to work. So we don't get a day off. It's going to be a full day, and I got to work to pay my bills. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mail in vote. And you know what you want people to realize that that counts too. So your vote will be counted if you're able to mail it in. So those are a few things that I hope that we can do and mobilize. And shout to LeBron and his team. Shout to you and everybody involved. We will make a difference.
Well, let's talk about more than a vote. There is a black collective of athletes, of artists coming together and saying voter suppression is a real deal, especially in the black community. When you just talked about, I got to work, so I can't go vote. And then when we do get in the booth, just in case we don't have to work, do we know who we're voting for? Not only do we have to vote, we got to be educated. And it's not always even about the man who's in office or the woman who's in office for president. It's about your local elections. It's about the people who are your DAs, your state DAs, like the people who actually make change in your community, who will change police brutality, who will make sure that your community is taken care of, who will defund police and hope that they can help you in stopping police brutality. So talk to me about why you decided to be a part of More Than a Vote and what it actually means.
Well, it means a lot to be involved with such an impressive collective as you mentioned. And I said this multiple times, and I know it can be uncomfortable when I say it, but a lot of times we have to get to the root of the issue before we find a solution. And the quote was, I wish America loved black people as much as it loves black culture. And this collective, by the way, represents in a lot of ways what's encouraging, but also sometimes disappointing about our role as black people in America. Because we were brought here as labor and to entertain. And we use those vehicles to get paid and move to the suburbs and be the idols of white kids. And so now that we have this collective, I would say sports and entertainment represents the most powerful group of black men in the United States. I'm talking about money, power, celebrity, the ability to mobilize, community involvement, their leadership, their intellect. And
Yo,
so
that lady looks
to
like she's about to
have all
cry,
of us
bro.
pulling in
Is
the
it just
same
me?
direction at the same time
Cause she
for
looks like she's about to
anything
cry. I don't know if it's just me.
that we're passionate about is going to be a difference maker, but it's definitely going to be a difference maker in the 2020 vote because we're going to make sure we inform everybody that they can let their voice be heard and failure is not an option.
Jalen, what does voter suppression look like to you?
A perfect example took place recently, Carrie, in Kentucky. It was 6 p.m. at night. And so many people were standing in line enthusiastic to vote. And you know what they did? Locked the doors. And you know what the people did? They continued to bang on the doors, continued to bang on the windows. They continued to let it be known they were not going to leave the premises until they got a chance to vote. And you know what ended up happening? They opened those doors and allowed those people to vote. So do not be discouraged. These barriers show you that it matters, and we're here to help you break through them. The same thing with our platforms and voices, Carrie, because you know what's going to happen. At some point, Breonna Taylor is not going to be trending anymore. People are not going to be protesting anymore. But it's still up to us to keep making sure that our voices get heard, and this is one way to do so.
Right, and that is a form of being activated, being an activist. It doesn't have to be protesting. It doesn't have to look like what you think traditionally activism looks like. It's voting. It's that simple.
We now have to understand, like, this is a critical mass moment for this movement to continue to hold up as much steam for as long as possible. And that's what this collection is going to hopefully allow for that situation to happen.
Jalen, in today's age of technology, it should be easier to vote.
No doubt. It's like we call these devices smartphones.
It's outside, bro. I'm still here. I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else in this thing,
All of these
but
barriers
I
and
think
things
most
that
of the people are
people
still here,
will
though.
need to overcome in order
And
to
everyone, remember, hit
create
the
a
like
level
button,
of
subscribe to the channel,
enthusiasm
with
to
post
vote.
notifications
And
on.
again, this is not political. It's your right to do so. And there's so many times where you feel like somebody may have gotten done unjustly in your community. Pay attention to who the judges are, who's running for Senate, mayor, governor. Pay attention who's running for president. And let's make sure in 2020 we make a difference.
Why is more than a vote so important and invaluable in our community right now?
Well, because right now, I think we have an opportunity to let our voices be heard louder than ever. Anytime you see the mobilization of white kids holding Black Lives Matter signs, that means there's a breakthrough. Now, what happens with that breakthrough is the next step. You're going to look down in your email, Carrie. You're going to see all of these companies telling you how they're going to work on their diversity, how they're looking themselves in the mirror. They need to make change, just like in sports, right? You look on the field and on the court, all those black players. Further you get up, it's like altitude or a ladder. It gets thinner and thinner. And so a lot of people talk about the system being broken. I hate to remind people that it's not broken, it was built this way. And one of our ways to help change the system is to vote. So that's why more than a vote is so very important. So we can make sure everybody participates and gives themselves an opportunity to let their voice be heard.
I think it's interesting because you talked about
Like it
black
up,
men
like it up.
being very powerful in the U.S. as their athletes and entertainers
Like it up,
because for so
hub,
long those
the
been known
post
the
notifications on. I'll
avenues
appreciate it.
traditionally
I'll
to
add you.
create wealth.
I'll gift you.
The NBA season
Everything.
comes back. What are
Okay,
your
you gotta like,
feelings
sub, with
on the
post
season coming
notifications on.
back in the midst of everything that is happening?
I think you'll see players challenging the establishment more. You're going to see them saying, okay, if you have all of these marketing and promotional deals, how many of them are with minorities? How many people are you employing, NBA? What about certain teams? Who do you have as a minority owner? Or what about the candidates that you have for positions of power? NBA players have proven as blacks that they are now movers and shakers in the game. They're now the dog, not the tail. So if they decide not to play, some of the biggest social changes and conversations have taken place in sports that weren't during the game. Colin Kaepernick was before the game. The Ali Summit was a press conference. So they could mobilize if they chose to. But when and if you do play, challenge the league. Black Lives Matter on the jerseys. Continue to make sure that every time people are watching the game, they're also seeing the movement happen.
Jalen, I appreciate you because you are always entertaining and informative at once. I really, truly am looking forward to the NBA season. Thank you for working with More Than a Vote because your voice, your platform, all of it is needed, my friend. Be safe, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I love and appreciate you. One call away always.
Thank you. Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Every conversation that we had today, I hope was helpful for you. I am so grateful to everyone who came on with me to talk about what's going on in our culture and how we need to change. Huge shout out to Jalen Rose, Bun B, Jason Hayward, Yvonne Orgy, and Russ. Their words were inspiring, but also important and invaluable. I hope your phone is full with all the information that we've been able to place in front of you. Again, you need to check out these resources because they are so important because we want you to vote. That is your voice. It is important. We, the people, want you to vote. So go to morethanavote.org, fairfight.com, and weallvote.org. Again, thank you so much for joining us and paying attention because this message, again, is invaluable. I'm Carrie Champion for We the Future.
So you guys heard the lady. Make sure you guys vote, bro. You heard her. Search up what's it called again? It's called morethanavote.org. Search that up. Phone, laptop, iPad, I don't know. But you should look. Well, that's the end of the video. Right, like 5 minutes before the item shop changes. 4 minutes actually. Well, for now, I could just game around or something. Chill out. I bet it was on my chat. I almost forgot that you got to read a play. That's funny, bro. I bet now. Can we get a car now? Oh, we can't get them no more.
Get what?
That sucks.
Get what?
We can't get the motor cars anymore. I don't really know. I know that there was a female. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this. But they gave it out early though. It's the Verge emote, but they just gave it out early. Ooh. Oh, I'm on 0 ping, bro. Wait, renegade, renegade, renegade. Go, 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 ha, ha. Cash on me, I get hit the lottery. Alright, we're about to go to the lobby for the new item shop. We're about to see the new item shop. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere yet. You gotta look at the item shop. Can't forget the item shop. Okay, people, we got 15 seconds left. Oh yeah, Summer Legends pack has been out. Forgot to write that in the thingy, the title. But it doesn't matter. $20 for the Summer Legends pack. Tomorrow, stay tuned for another video and or stream. Oh, Red Jade is in. I've been having this though. Slumber is here. 2 different edits, purple and blue. Not really much of a difference. I don't even know why they have an edit for that. The pickaxe is lit. Oh, this guy's cool. Raptor, back in. Savage the Goat, I don't have you added. Even if it's gonna have to take 2 days. I just love how the slurp series stuff, they come in at the random times and don't even go with the skins that are. Oh, I have 2 of these guys. I have 3, 4. I have 4 of these items in this item shop. DJ Peroni is back in. Someone get me some cheese to sleep with.
One left.
I have like 4 of these items already. Whoa. 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 Never stop wiggling. Wiggle it out. I like the skin with the hood on though. No cap. It actually looks lit with it. I like this version, like this is lit. You guys cannot cap. This edit version like this, the Night Fable version with hood up, looks lit. Awesome. Sun Shop isn't that good. The Summer Legends pack, bro, it's lit. No capping, no capping. Alright, people join up. Dolphin, join my party if you want to do that elevator map thingy thing. This is. It is, yep, please start the thing. Wait, are you with Dolphin? Hold on. I can't join you guys' party, just join up. Alright. Anybody. Oh my god. Dolphin, it's not letting me join your party. Hold on. Hollow aim. Invite. Oh, shadow. I can't find this bucket. Dolphin, join my party, bro. I believe the free emo was this. It came out early, bro. Yo, Kelp? Kelp. Speak, buddy. Kelp. gonna do me like that? I bet. Everyone ready up. Help and ready up. Alright. Make sure I hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. Y'all wanna add me? If you guys wanna add me, I'll comment my epic in the comment section, and then you could join up. But I don't want the party to be loud, so try not to scream or anything like that. But if you wanna play with us, you gotta make sure you hit the like button, subscribe with the channel, with post notifications on if you would like to join. Actually, let's do this duck one. I want to try it out. I believe I tried it before though. I bet I'll check if I got the request. I didn't get the request yet. Remember, type the epic exactly the way it's written. Move it, buddy. Move, bro, really? You had to push me? I bet, I got you. What should we get, bro?
I'm pretty okay.
Oh my gosh, Kelvin, why are you screaming?
I'm not screaming.
Yes, you are. You're mad loud.
Oh, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I didn't even sound my...
I should have jumped. Oh wait, no, I remember. I have my volume mad loud. Wait, is this Shadow?
Yes.
Oh, his name is Wolfie? Oh, I thought it was Shadow. Bro, I jumped. Come on.
Alright, come back
To
to help. So we'll go to my Meadow Island 8. Bro, it's my roleplay map, kid.
No, so close. This game.
Why are you playing like that?
Teddy, can we go to map to play your roleplay?
Oh my god.
Let's go on my map.
Humiliating, bro.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Alright.
They can see my...
Try to add me again, bro. Try to add me again. Why is it not making me jump? Come on.
I'm guessing, thing doesn't have like...
Dolphin, we'll try playing with you. We'll try. Shut up! Dolphin, we'll play your map in like 10 minutes or something. Finally, bro.
I have my head on number 2. Bro, I'm putting my head on number 2. Not fair.
Ah, I almost fell. Push me up like, oh no. Oh,
no, please, let's go.
Whoopee, really? Come on, bro. Don't you try it. Bro, you know what? I'm about to go right in front of you and slap you, brother. I got Johnny my brother, guys. It's humiliating.
You killed me. Wolfie killed me.
Bro! Why? Alright, I got a job, bro. If any of y'all block me, bro, I'm gonna punch y'all in the face. No! This game is so doo-doo shutter.
Whoever beats this
bro,
gets a gift.
Why? Alright, bro. I need a little run.
Yo, so Teddy is streaming, right?
Bro, I jumped.
Yes,
This is so annoying.
Alright, so Teddy's streaming still. Teddy's streaming still, so Teddy's stream, I want you to hear this.
This game is so judo chutters. Thanks, Wolfie. Bro! This game is so annoying, bro.
You guys see that?
Oh my god! It's not letting me jump, bro. I jumped and it doesn't do anything.
Huh?
Bro! No! This is so annoying, bro. What kind of death run is this? Rainbow. Of course, it doesn't jump double time. It doesn't jump double the time. Alright, go Wolfie. After you. After you.
What?
If you want to jump, call to me.
Bro! Wolfie
Hold
made
in the
it,
middle.
bro. Wolfie made it. Oh my god.
Good job, Terrence. Yeah, you're a smart person.
Oh, now I make it, huh? Now I make it. No! No! I missed the aim.
That's what she said.
No! I know the trick, bro. I know what to do.
Bunny hop! I did a bunny hop and killed myself.
I know the trick now.
No! Terrence.
Oh my god.
It's a
Oh my
lie.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's
go
go.
in. Let's go. No. No. I screwed it up, bro. I screwed up.
I'm about to change my name to Wolf because my spare ammo is Wolf's. Is it possible that if I die to turn into a wolf? Huh?
No, I don't die. Don't. Yes.
My spare ammo is
Let's
Wolf.
go.
I love
No. You're laughing at me and you died the same way, bro. It's so funny now, huh?
Buddy, but the cheese big.
Yo, shut up.
Painless death.
Shut up. Bro, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, right now. Teddy, shut your
Look at
two
that, you
mouth.
couldn't pass the first. I passed the first one. Shut up. You know, I think it's because my phone's on my lap. Watch.
Bump,
Move.
bump,
Chicken leg.
bump, da 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 da.
You know I'm going back.
Whoa, tires!
This game sucks mad nut.
Bar activated. I'm gonna be all of them now because
Why does it have to be me?
all of them.
Bro, this game is getting me tight. I am getting annoyed.
Turn on the notification button. Give my friend heads up.
Stick drop.
Bro.
There's only just
Why
you
you
guys so far
not
behind?
jumping? Alright, bro, y'all wanna do a box fight or something?
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Firefox back at the brand new thing to stream. Yes, sir. Today we're doing a death run.
Shut up, bro.
Shut up, bro. Jimmy, bro. Like no one here sounds like a freaker, bro. Maybe Kelsey sometimes, but bro.
Make sure you guys will go subscribe to Jimmy326. Yes, sir. I want
Guys,
all
don't
your
listen to little Jimmy.
Don't support. Yes, sir. Give me the phone.
You guys don't need to listen to little Jimmy. I'll mute him because he's being awfully annoying. I know.
Well, you only got 2.
Self-promoter.
There we go. Yes, finally.
That's why no one was here when you said that.
No!
Sub to your channel.
Stop!
Dude! Bro, I have over 20 deaths and I'm a higher level.
Ah! I was so close.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. That's what happened last time. Exactly.
I'm a level 24.
Why? Why?
I'm guessing it's a bounce.
Bruh, did I not hit the... Alright. Gotta crouch, kid, gotta crouch. Oh, I did it while
Level
crouching.
26. Well, that level was fire.
Bro, jump for me, bro.
Can I ask about playing with that? Setting 20 seconds for playing.
Bro, my goal for this week is to get to level 160, bro.
Cap, it's never gonna happen.
Isn't there only like 60 levels in this?
Yeah, but it's not.
Bro, I was right there. I was right
Talk about
there.
the like season level, not the level.
I was right there.
Oh my gosh, okay, how was that?
Bro, cord.
Shy, bro, like what? Ooh, cock out, bro.
Bro, does it not know how to jump?
What level are you on?
Bro.
Your mom.
Bro. Did I even? I'm not finding
Jump! Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Why is it not jumping?
Is that you, Calvin? Calvin, whatever your name is, Calvin.
Oh my god, bro. I can't. This is getting so annoying.
I got you. Shy, bro. Like, what the fork?
Jump.
No! I hate this level.
Why is it not jumping?
I don't even hate this game with the passive, but like,
come on, let's
so
go!
Annoying.
Bro, let's go.
Bro, I'm standing directly on my screen. Bro, of course, man.
How much levels is it here? How much levels is this Death in 100?
You're not good at it, bro.
I hate this.
I'm sorry.
Doug, me want to hear something Terrence said?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, whoa! And then he said, that, bro.
Yo, play the thing.
Play it? Okay, I'll put it.
Bro!
This is what he said. I have it saved.
But how do I get through this door, though?
Help me play it.
I did play it.
Play it again.
Teddy, I did play it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No one heard it then. Play it again. It's not hard.
No, I put it like 6 times.
Bro, did anyone hear what Kelvin put on his mic?
Yeah.
No, exactly. Turn stuff on a live so that no one could hear it.
Bro, I literally put it on.
Do it again then. Jeez.
Oh, it's not gonna work because I did it the first time.
Oh my god. That happened to me 3 times now. I barely do death runs, bro. I need to do them more often.
How the?
Oh, that's why you guys don't hear it.
That's what you guys don't hear. Exactly.
Okay.
Come on, Theodore. There's no need to be rude.
Louder. Louder.
Put it louder. You Because I'm talking on Party Hub.
No way you're talking on Party Hub.
I'm on Party Hub because my mic won't work. Stupid. Fortnite broke. Fortnite won't
Am
let
I
me talk
supposed to know that? Shut up.
Bro, I actually said I'm on Party Hub as soon as I started talking.
I'm only
Nina, I'm so sorry because
Ken, shut up.
I said I
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that was weird. I would have hit those in a meter, bro.
That is too easy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
You guys want to play, shut up, Terrence! You guys want to play
I said
the
it's too
Gulag?
easy.
let's play my, yeah, let's play the Gulag.
I bet.
Check out my map. Check out my map.
We'll check it out after the Gulag.
Bro, it's 1 literal thing, bro.
I said freaking.
1 minute.
I said I love you every time I read it.
It's gonna take 1 minute to you. Just come on, bro.
This is America.
Alright, at least let the Gulag load. Where's your map? You baby whiny boy.
I'm not whining, bro. He said after the Gulag.
No, you baby whiny boy.
At any time to hop off.
Give me edits and I can see, bro.
I thought
I just
Alright, see, right? Walk. You can't go in it, right? Bam. Look at this button.
But where are you guys?
And now over here. Click close doors. And then watch. And then click this. Stand in the middle. Or just teleported you. Just stand in the middle. And then click it. Yeah. Bro. I mean, I guess I did it. And then click the button and click open doors.
You have to run, bro. You have to run to them, bro. Alright, bro. Go to hub. Good map, though.
I'm not done with it, though. Huh?
Good map so far. Alright, everyone go to hub and then join this island
Yeah,
right here.
it took me so long to freaking mix, bro.
Everyone join this island right here.
Everybody come to the Gulag Party Royale. Yo, Wolfie! Go back to hub.
It's sort of like Call of Duty if you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you should know the game.
Wait, the more person! I said I'm more person!
Bro, shut up.
Who's trying to freaking self-promoting? That's why you can't get your own subscribers. You have to beg for them.
Why did I beg for them?
Bro, every time you see you trying like, yo, guys, come sub to
Bro,
my
I'm
channel.
lagging in this game as always, bro.
But I feel like it.
I'm always lagging in
You
this
probably
game.
never earned your subs, bro. You probably just went to people's streams and like sub to me, bro.
Karen, shut up, bro. I'm playing car anyway.
There's a Gulag. They're gonna respawn.
Yo, Terry, can you shut up for a second?
I don't think the Gulag works anymore. I think they took it out.
Okay, how do you put up with this kid every day? I feel bad for Teddy.
Yes, I live with him. Thank you for feeling bad for me.
Terrence is annoying though sometimes. Most of the time, not sometimes. Most of the time.
But most of the times.
That's not socially a good thing. Bob in every single chest here didn't get one shotgun.
I just want a shotgun and unspawn.
I didn't ask. Ooh, legendary chest? Of course the sniper. I'm not picking that up. But who just cranking? Did anyone die yet? Ooh, 2 legendary chests. And a pistol. Okay, Fortnite. Okay, Gulag. Okay, Fortnite Gulag.
You suck at the game.
And you suck.
Hey, you're the one to tell him? Uh-huh.
What if I show you?
That's cap. I get mad because all you do is face for my stuff to kill me. You're literally a bot.
What happened, kid?
You're the youngest one in the party. That's why you have a party problem. Like,
Why are you like this?
you have a
No one
farting
knows.
problem. Nah, bro, Trent has a farting problem, bro.
I feel bad for Teddy. You have to live with parents on a daily basis. Most likely being ignored. I'm so sorry, Teddy.
Thank you for being sorry and having feelings.
But
Trent.
why did the game say it's not started? Oh. For some reason, the game said it was not started for me. And then I just clicked the button to start it. Nothing happened.
That's just a glitch.
Yeah. It happened. Bro. You have a whole shotgun, that's not even fair.
What SMG? Where you going?
No, please don't kill me! You have a shotgun, I don't! You have a shotgun, that's not fair!
Didn't you respawn? Yeah, it gives you respawn.
Yo guys, Teddy killed me straight after said
Bro, where is he?
No, it's like if you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare or
Yo,
Call
where
of
are you,
Duty
bro?
like that, there's a
I'm not
gulag that makes you
anymore,
that you
stupid.
go to, and then if you win the fight, then you can respawn. But
I ran away.
once you die, you can just automatically respawn. That's how the game is.
Not automatically respawn, you're supposed to go to the gulag, but I think they took it out. Because it was a glitch. No, like the map, like how you're supposed to fight
No, you're
people.
supposed to fight at the end before you respawn.
Bro, everybody's shooting at me, bro. You guys really suck balls.
Bummer.
I hope you guys die in the fire, bro. And I'm not talking about Fortnite, bro. I'm talking about real life.
Bummer.
I know, right?
Jimmy, stop touching me.
Have fun. Wait. What? He escaped. No, I'm out of shells. Oh my gosh, my SMG had to reload. This is unfair. My SMG had to reload. I was out of shells and then I ran out of knives. Amazing.
No, man.
Why can't we just play Zone War?
This is zone.
Not really.
Imagine playing last place, though.
Was it last place?
Oh,
Of course, that's all you're gonna say. Whoa, some good-looking toes. Some good-looking horse I have to live with this guy. You guys heard the body. He doesn't want to live with me? I mean, it's not so weird. Bro, who would you guys pick to live with, me or Turn?
You.
You?
Exactly. No one's gonna pick you. You're too annoying,
I
bro.
shooting someone with a pistol. Yeah, I shoot them with a pistol. Because I can shoot fast. No, okay, so you're saying aim assist can help to shoot faster.
Maybe it's just aims for you. It could aim.
Like, are you dumb? This kid literally said aim assist helps you shoot faster.
Still, yeah, the aimbot. That's why.
But that doesn't mean that it helps you shoot faster.
Huh?
Bro, you have a whole shotgun. Of course I'm getting double teamed, bro. By the same people.
You're not
Can't have
getting
one
double
fight
teamed.
without someone
You're
running.
just coming
Yeah,
to us.
bro.
But where did the AR go?
Bro, of course.
No! Reload.
You're so bad, bro. Get off of me. Get off of me, kid.
Why don't you die yet then?
No, Yaba, you go away from me, kid. You're just party contents. I was never fighting you in the first place.
I don't care.
He got you low. He wants to thirst you.
Jeez, bro. Now I gotta
I'm thirsty all the way,
my
bro.
medicine, bro. I think I'm sick about it.
But I literally have no match. I don't have a shotgun.
You do have
I was about to
shotgun.
say, Teddy, I don't have a shotgun. I said I ran out of mats. I didn't have a shotgun. Man.
Did you respawn? Yeah, he
Ooh, what's
respawned.
this?
Good.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The shark splashes it.
Of course.
I have green FAMAS, purple tac, golden compact SMG.
I have a gold sniper.
That's it.
Yes. Now I have a gold. I have a purple sniper actually, not gold. And a blue pistol with 30 mats.
Oh my gosh,
But
I
I fell
forgot!
off. I can't go
What's
back.
up? I'm underwater! I'm underwater! Yes, I forgot quad crashing work underwater. Let's go. I'm staying under here.
When was this?
Terrence,
Since when?
I'm underwater. You can shoot me with some. I don't know. It happened in Party Hub. But they're just bringing it to creative. Terrence, go get a quad crasher and race me underwater. Oh, no, bro!
Yes, sir.
Go get a quad. Go get one, Terrence.
I saw that.
Go get one. Bro, and then Terrence just spams me, bro. Of course, I'm always getting spammed by Terrence or that kid shooting me, bro. Now I have some Gulag was closed. Hey, it's spawns you one with 2 not 250 everything. Where is it? That's if you get Terrence. That's how you're spectating.
I'm actually not.
Let me get my guns. They took everything.
I know.
All the ammo. Oh my god.
I know you're not talking to her.
Nice, you're the worst one in here. Shut up.
No ammo, nothing, because someone named Jimmy picked it up.
My name is not Genie.
Too bad.
He
Oh
said,
my god. And if I'm getting aimbot,
Still a pickaxe, though.
who sniped me?
it's the same person. Jimmy.
Gima.
I'm on Jimmy and I'm
Gima. Hey, Gima.
Whoa.
They get one kill.
Bro, who's that party?
fuck?
No, Storm.
This kid dead way waste all my life.
No!
Cause he keeps running away, bro.
I'm mad low. What do you say?
So am I. Fight me.
You suck mad nut, bro. Yo, let people's nut be free, bro.
What number does this go to?
I don't know what number it goes to. It's infinite.
It goes up to 1.
No, like the highest number.
Of games? There's no
Are you gay?
You're gay, bro. Remember what you said? Hold me close.
Holy clips. Golden Scar off the bat, and I just saw it. No, it's not a lie. It's actually a war crime.
No, that's impossible.
But it's actually not.
Bro,
It
you
just
find
happened, it's
zero
not
every
possible.
Are you dead?
Gulag already
Nah,
killed.
bro. From now on, I'm dying to just spawn in gulag. You get slurped. The first one does. I'm dying to gulag first game, bro. Even if
I
it means killing
didn't buy this thing. Bro, who's shooting at me?
Big Daddy
This is
Jimmy.
my only loot. Bro, I don't know if it's just me, but I aim better with the gray.
Oh my gosh. That was funny. We just hit him with the... Huh? Ma?
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy.
I'm gonna let you guys fight it out and then I'm gonna, do my thing.
I have no more math. No, Kelvin! No, Kelvin, you suck mad, bro. You guys suck so much nut, bro. You don't let it go.
Bro, you remember last
No,
time?
shut up, bro.
Nah, bro, you were in my view and you were shooting at me. So what? I just let you kill me? Huh? Is that what you're trying to say? You let me kill
What?
you?
No.
I let you kill me. It sounds
You
like
need
you're
to
saying
give me
that.
some space
Because
sometime.
you shot me first, bro.
I didn't even shoot you.
That's a cop.
No, it isn't.
Calvin, can you stop?
Haha, I can't play something.
I'm not hiding.
Yes, you are. What do you call this?
Two Xbox players fighting it out. Which one is the better? Which one is the
Mini
better?
boss fights.
Which one is the better Xbox player? Which one? Wow, man. Looks like you do suck a lot of balls. Never mind.
But what are you talking?
Say, you suck a lot of balls.
Yeah. Big bottom line is.
Big balls.
Oh yeah. It's very hard to do and love them. And that's all it's very hard to do and love them. Love them. So very hard.
I don't get my focus.
Holding on.
This game is quick.
Love is gone. That's no lie.
I don't get my I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing but hell.
Why is James talk so much?
You gotta live with it.
Holding on. It's very hard to do when love is gone. That's no lie. Holding on. It's very hard to do when love is gone.
I just got a gold on. Wow, was that a voice crack? That was a voice crack, bro. That's funny.
Holding on. It's very hard to do when love is gone. And that's no lie. Holding on. Bro, I just shot at this kid and one thing you built like a whole box over there, like 20 points. Oh, there you were hard. Yeah. Bro, holding on. Why you want him to end his live stream for?
I can end it now.
Oh!
Yeah, I just remembered how long it takes to search a mini ammo box. I can't even pronounce it.
Terrence, you imbecile.
That was Kelvin who fell. Dang, that's funny.
I know. Holding on. Very hard to do and love is gone. And that's no lie. Holding on. Get a holding on. Very hard to do and love is gone. And that's no lie.
Bro.
Get a holding on. Very hard to do and love is gone. And that's no lie. Very hard to do and love them. And love them. And now. Hey, ooh, ooh. Very hard. Who's this? Who's that?